Hello everyone, once again welcome to my channel. Okay, so are you all ready for the class today? Very nice. So our today's topic is computer software. A very important part of a computer system is a software. Okay. In my previous session, I have told you that computer, if I talk computer machine, cannot work alone if it only has hardware. A computer machine, it needs two things. One is hardware, and the second thing that it needs is the software. So let us see what a software is. Hardware, you all are very much aware what hardware is. Hardware is the all physical parts of a computer. So hardware, I can write here physical parts. Physical parts means which you all can touch, which you all can feel. They are the physical parts. Then what is a software? See, if you ask, in my opinion, then software I can term as the soul of computer. I would like to term it as the soul of computer, because if software is not installed in a machine, in a computer machine, then your machine will be completely dead, or I can say it will not work at all. You can't even switch it on in case there is no software present in it. So software, this is something very important required for your computer machine. Now what exactly a software is? Let's see. So if I say in simple words I can say a set of programs. A set of programs is called a software. Set of programs. Set means a group. When you group something, it is called a set. So when you group, what you are grouping? The programs. Such programs which are written in computer programming languages. When you collect them, then a software is formed. Now, what is a program? Let us see this also. So, I would just like to show you with the help of a diagram. If I talk about the the smallest unit what we give to a computer, then that is basically the instruction. We instruct a computer to do something. Okay, these are the basic things which I have already told you in the class. So instruction is the smallest unit that we are giving to a computer. When we combine instructions, it forms a program. So keep this thing in mind. Whenever the instructions they are combined, they form a program. And when you combine these programs, then it forms a software. So now I can just give you a trick to keep this thing in mind, how you will remember that by which what is formed. So you can simply, this is just a trick. I am just giving this a trick. You can say how to remember. You can remember IPS. I stands for the instruction, P stands for the program, and S stands for the software. That means instruction is the smallest unit. When you combine the instructions, when you form a set of instructions, programs are formed, and when you combine or group the programs, then a software is formed. So this is all about software. Now let us see that how many types of softwares are there. So have a look. So if I say about the softwares, then they are of two types. Basically, if we divide the softwares, then we can divide them into two types. The first one is known as the system software, and the second one, that is known as the application software. So the computer softwares, they are divided into these two categories. One is a system software and the other is the application software. Let's see one by one what basically these are. So children, as the name suggests, here system, continuously I am talking about this. System means computer. Okay, so any such softwares which are utilized, which are necessary, or which are exactly meant for the working of a computer, they are called the system softwares. Means to say, if I say in simple language, it means we will not do anything on this. We don't have to do any thing with the system software. Actually, these softwares are required by our computer machine. That is why they are termed as the system software. Like, if you are not using system softwares, your computer machine cannot even start. It cannot work. You cannot do anything on your computer until and unless you install a system software. So where are these required? Let me just write it here. They are required for the working of a computer. I will say working of a computer. For that they are required. We will not do anything with these type of softwares. Coming on to the next, the application software, as the name suggests. Application means the ones which we are going to use. Likewise, right now you all are using some of the apps to attend your classes. May it be Zoom, may it be MS Teams, may it be this we can say Google app is also there. Okay, any kind of app that you are using, or your school is also providing some kind of app through which you can communicate and you get different information, messages from your school, like eCare Pro is there. Then we have EduNext named app is also there. So different apps are present. Okay, so what are they? They are basically the application softwares which we people are using. You all might be using Google in your mobiles, you might be using WhatsApp in your mobile. So what is basically these? They are also the application softwares because we are using them. We are working on those softwares. So they are the application softwares, and which are required by the machine, they are known as the system software. So these we can say that they are designed to do some specific type of job, specific work. They are designed to do some specific work. Now let us quickly have some examples of system software and the application software. So application software examples, I have just given you few of the examples. Like, and if I talk in a general way, then we are using MS Word. This is also an application software. We are using Google. This is also an application software. You are using your school apps, that is eCare Pro. That is also an application software. And many more are there. If we talk about system softwares, then I would like to mention here Windows. All those who are using the computers, the laptops for attending their classes, they might be aware that Windows is a system which is installed in your computer. Others, those who are using the mobile phones, might be knowing about Android. They might have heard Android or Apple or some such things. These are basically the system softwares. Okay, so Android basically is a system software designed for mobiles, not for the computer, but just as a reference I have told you so that you can understand what actually it is. So we have Windows here, then we have Linux here, which is also an operating system. Then another one we have Unix. These are few of the names of the system softwares. Now, just one thing more I would just like to mention here, that these application softwares are further classified into different categories, which we will discuss in the next video. Till then, everyone, have a nice time, take care and stay tuned with the channel. Enjoy your time.